Hello, Misha. I'm well. Oh.
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend!
You're...
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. How did you two get here? This dreamscape...
So, this...
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to...
This... sleepy...
Sleepy is a memory zone meme.
Based on the description...
Death?
I see.
I see. Is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought.
If you're looking for...
If it's not too much...
Oh, how about this? Since it's your first time here in Dream, she's gone to Mrs. Great...
All right, then. Well, we now know the answer to both murdered cases. Yes, that's my thinking as well. Say, I can't shake off this... Forget it. It's not.
Everyone, look!
A black hole?
Oh, so... Look! There she is!
My calculations are... Who are you all, and why haven't you... I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specialized... See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago. But the scary part is, by constantly improving after 10 system hours...
Please don't worry. This...
You don't say.
Oh, do you know her...
We're very...
Why, of course! She's an excellent scholar of Memoria dynamics, and the first person to apply Regrettably, I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef. I felt it. The source is in... the Golden Hour.
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound... That's right. It seems like...
Miss Kami regularly mentions her. Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
ensuring that the name Hanunu is at... There's something profoundly heroic about... There's something profoundly heroic...
I'm just a wallflower.
Let me... Ghost! There's a ghost! Oh my. I'm here. Mr. Yang and Mr. Tran, quickly, come help! I bumped into a member of the family on the way here. Let me go, let me... Well, this is how... Ha ha, he thinks he's dead.
Dear guest, this is...
That's right.
You're talking. Stop asking!
You're...
Don't say that name!
A will forged in ice never falters! It'll heal.
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
He passed out. His intense negative emotion.
I see.
Unlike in the sweet dream, people here don't see memory zone memes, but we can't just leave this man here.
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape. Evening, Jessie.
Welcome, Miss Mark.
These two are my friends.
I see. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream.
Do such things.
Not really, but this man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a hello?
A Hellovian lady?
That must be Robin.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right.
Misha's about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that, let's meet up with Himiko.
We met some... I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are... I also heard that when...
If that's true, it's no wonder.
Himiko must be gathering... This is where we split up. She...
So that's how it is. I never imagined.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase,
Himiko! Here they are!
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's
it's a pleasure to meet them.
You know...
I've been keeping an eye on you. Please, allow me to formally...
Gravekeep...
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberal.
You're too modest.
So, on that note, Mr. Mika, which...
They're actually just symbolic stones. But before that, you have an...
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step. There she is.
Everyone sang so wonderfully.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Rob.
It was nothing, Grace.
I merely taught them that life must be quite difficult for them and
That's right.
whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave.
It's Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there with her blind. If we compare people to and me, an old lady with no legs.
I'm glad that you found a new...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their... You see, in dreams, we learn how to...
And should our feathers be damaged, there's no need to covet an illusory sky and dream.
It's a relief to see you.
It's nice to see you.
Since you're here...
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. But now it seems... the root of the problem goes way beyond...
The sweet dreams collapse.
While I was away from Penacony, later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of the land of the exiles, concealed by the family.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if...
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more. It's regrettable. This is not the strong defending the weak.
Could there be another force influence? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's...
I'd heard about... Regardless, I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family. I've decided to forgo my...
Look here, brother.
Looks like a fledgling, but Charmony doves don't live here.
It looks weak and frail.
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling.
Okay. A bird.
I'll ask.
A cage.
Let's see. What is it that has... Oh, poor little...
I do.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing, birds.
That's quite the romance.
I think she's right.
Ah, I see. As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through... We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can... Their ancestors were too weak after countless attempts.
So, you mean...
Well, that's an idealist.
I think people believe birds are...
That's an interesting perspective.
For now,
Well said.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
Yeah.
And what might...
What if this if there are fledglings in this world, should we let them go back to the sky?
Talking in your sleep, birdie? Huh? Yeah.
Where is Robin?
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd... Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all...
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the...
Choice.
You are aware of my plan and see through my... I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future.
I find it hard to believe.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. The sense of justice.
Show me.
All right. As...
Huh?
What's your trick this time?
Just get...
And the crew, too. They're...
That'd be great.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier.
Rosalina, and...
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Asdana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams.
If their names are inscribed...
According to Micah,
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Asdana, Tiernan...
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly...
True to the title of Trailblazer.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, here we meet again.
Robin.
I brought Gallagher here.
I promised to give the siblings some
That sounds sensible enough.
Oh? Is it that?
The look on your face...
The siblings already know what they need to. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my...
History fictionologist?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the watchmaker...
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. Well, it all boils down to something...
The Stellaron? But how is that possible?
You're totally correct. I wish that were the truth. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of them to achieve this feat, and that's not something you can achieve in Asdana, the planet of festivities itself.
The planet of festiv...
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron first entered the Asdana system during the war. The turning point came after Tiernan's death, which by the time a representative from the Montour system's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial...
And I suppose the family...
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than Those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then...
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in its people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called confusion, laziness, and cowardice. Weaknesses that plague humanity. Sadly, we realized this far too late. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use. Dormancy. That's its real name.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the...
So, the...
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the fan... Are you done talking?
As I suspected. It's the...
As for the person who
Well, that was easier than...
Correct. When I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been, moreover, Mr.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims, but I can't just stand by and watch. I won't step on that stage and sing. For the paradise in our...
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for I'll fight alongside you.
The enemies you are about to face, since our interests are aligned.
We have always been following in the footsteps.
Yeah, we nameless.
rest assured, sitting on the sidelines is...
Thank you, Miss...
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start. And time.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations. I may have been quick to step up to the plate.
Huh?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of...
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. You're still carrying the keepsake, the IPC. As I suspected, this chip event, if I'm right, he intends to use it to...
Aventurine? Is he still alive?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south in the family, the only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current step.
Good luck to you, Will.
Well, you take care.
Spoken like a even if the Dream Master is innocent.
Don't you have something?
Why would you say?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the three nameless in if I'm not mistaken.
I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen... Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express?
Yes.
And you two, young nameless.
I don't know much about my
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories. As for the last nameless, he embarked on his deathbed. He told me to find the Astral Express and deliver. Come with me. Now.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But don't let us down, old man.
What's happening?
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden. The first and last nameless Mikhail Char.
Sure enough, the watchmaker.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing.
Well, let's.
Wait, seriously? How could a dream
That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the trailblaze. And I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, there must be something contained in...
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. That's why I understand.
Can I borrow your pet? It's for Mikhail, and for the future.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel.
Greetings. We're
The Astral Express.
Yes, my companion's already.
I see, but your and you...
Me?
He's my fellow trail.
Oh, I see. Another one of the names. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it...
What do you mean?
My apologies. This is the first time
How about this? Give me their...
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to
How about you just
I'm sorry, but there are...
So nothing works, huh?
Please be patient.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can come.
It seems so.
Fudge. Look, nothing personal, but...
Please calm down, dear guests.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard...
I have a bad feeling about this.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment.
Sure thing. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
Face recognition failed, you lousy robot.
This place is too big.
Greetings. I'm Cody of...
Hello. So, do you think there's anything to be worried?
I'm not sure. At present, all of the families are focused...
She doesn't appear to be acting.
The Charmony Festival is about to...
Hey!
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival.
Well, back in my home world, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birthday party one time that was...
Oh, come on. The Charmony...
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era. Anyway, let's...
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong?
Relax. With a...
Oh, that's a relief. Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two. Back already?
Hasn't she returned?
Nope. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreams.
I agree. And I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a
Well, I'll be
We shouldn't...
not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC?
Are you suggesting we sit here?
I wouldn't say do nothing. But let's stay put for now. Even if the family they don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I get
a secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play.
Running late again? Why is it?
My phone clearly
You're the...
Yes, I am.
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. Now, we've been waiting here forever without...
Is this your idea?
It's called...
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait.
Just...
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
One peach soul glad?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of His Donna's White Oak.
Hasdana's White Oak?
Oh, no, what?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keep...
What should we do now?
No need to rush. Let's grab some drinks first. Let's see what kind of juice malts you all...
Wow, that's the most expensive one. What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village.
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, really hits the spot.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel.
Hey.
As long as you're satisfied.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour.
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet. It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the
Actually, there's something else as you know. The faction that follows the... Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that...
Talking.
Well, you know what I mean. But that Acheron lady, she doesn't see...
And do you believe that someone like...
I'm not entirely sure. But I do have my suspicions. Maybe she...
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival. No matter how generous such a gesture is, unless the invitations weren't sent by them.
Maybe it's she pay the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it be people do stupid things out of her but eons don't.
You think
It may not necessarily be It's much simpler when you boil...
But in my opinion...
Oh, so you're saying the name...
Exactly. I believe that it's more about doing your best.
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that that's why the Galaxy Ranger case. Have a backup plan if the memo keeper doesn't show.
You sure have a lot of
Well, going. By the way, when you were.
What's your
It's simple. We just grab.
No need for that.
Wait. Are you getting scared?
Are you leaving, esteemed guests?
Huh? As Donna's white oak. But.
Ha ha. Looks like.
Looks like your memo keeper.
Oh, right. I'll be waiting for.
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew the hotel.
Well, looks like we took a deep.
You're back? 2 guests just boarded.
Oh.
2 guests?
Yeah, or 2. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony,
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting.
Finally, memo keeper. Well, let's cut to the.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the... I'm sure she knows it better than I do. Greetings.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me as...
To be honest, it was more like...
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals, namely all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something? How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the...
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat, and...
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they... As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise to return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrow. So, how long has this been?
I used to believe, just like you, looks like the god you mentioned. Well, mortals who walk, and for some,
like
sin-thirsters, they emerge. They were once my dear...
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. It was a brutal, the unwavering determination of the Hunt followers. As for me...
But you know these...
Will some tasks have...
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility.
I see. Thank you, stranger.
Before we part ways, it is true that their actions and... If this is what the...
A good question. What I do know, someone will stand at my grave.
When I appeared as a child, as I grew into adulthood,
I humbly request your blessings. Esteemed advocate.
Come to me, my kin.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. Out of laziness, I lied and claimed...
Do you sincerely...
Yes.
Have you examined your... Are you willing to accept? Very well. Show...
Praise...
Next.
I wholeheartedly...
Rest assured.
I
see.
My children, but the Bloodhound family got wind of it.
The family is ready to forgive all...
Thank you. Thank you.
Next.
Hey! Long time.
I have sought their presence with us.
Sure. Let's just get this over. That's it. Nothing more.
Do you...
My sins? Starting to sound like You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the what? Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the oak... Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right?
Oh, revered, who can judge the strong when their power hides? Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive? Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get... If the strong defending, then who?
Brother? Brother...
I'm... fine.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Fest...
It has always been our wish to make everyone, even if the negotiation does not go smoothly. I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chordmaster,
You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had...
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience.
Perhaps he'll be...
Let's hope we can...
Indeed.
It's about time. We'll
Don't worry.
It's Mr. Sunday! Hey!
Mr. Sunday.
Hey there!
If I just reached out my hand... Yeah. But it's no big... They told me not to...
Selling everything you had.
Why? It's better to be here.
Is this...
Huh? What did you say?
Oh, it's nothing, sir.
See you around, Mr. Sunday.
What's up, sister?
This is the man we ran into. Even though sweet dreams are nice.
I suppose you have a point.
Why do you say...
You think that man is not actually living. People believe they have a... However, value doesn't come...
Are you suggesting that...
Exactly. The survival of the fittest. No tragedies exist here.
Perhaps that man is just...
Yes. Seeing.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. You're too kind, Robin.
I can't stand to be... But if this went on...
Nah, not every day you get to wear fancy...
But... You know...
That's exactly why I don't. Only in this sweet dream can I... And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin!
Seems like that guest...
She had a valid...
What you're trying to say is... She thinks she...
Well...
However... The paradise...
No. In the paradise we yearn for. The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking.
Oh, Robin. You're right.
A philosophical...
Oh, not at all.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. I was... And then...
All my comrades died. They have. And I'm truly... My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. My true appearance.
So...
Just being able... My world has been torn apart.
that old man's story.
That's precisely why this...
However...
There will be a way out.
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady. Brother.
Show yourself.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool receives...
Barely. The people here are way too gullible.
Now that you've had your fill...
What? Now that you have the... You should be thanking me.
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris...
The Charmony Festival? I don't care what you're thinking, Penacony.
Stop it.
What's the rush, chick?
Our paradise is none of your...
All right. Do you really believe those living... Well, I've done my part. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And it'll be thrill.
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon. Let's wait here.
Okay. By the way, brother, seems like a lot has changed.
Well...
But that someone doesn't... The paradise in our dream. Penacony is nothing more than...
Remember the old man we met earlier?
That might be true, but... That path may have been more ordinary and challenging. Is Penacony granting these people...
Well, don't forget, the future for humanity is like the sky. Do you remember how we took in that little...
Yeah. We took...
Well, shortly after you left...
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails and abandoned...
That's just... sophistry. If that were true...
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long...
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future. No more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading,
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture if I could become a Chord Master.
I see.
Don't you?
Of course I do. It's just that...
Then, let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our...
It's a...
Yeah, it's a...
Maybe.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now...
Since he's already carried out his last wish, but pardon me if I sound curt. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in Do you have the numbers? And in number...
Got any more encouragement?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from it. Penacony is our rival's home. We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron. Either with... But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going...
So, no one's gonna say it? What's that supposed to... So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the...
So, how do we go about...
I've already procured... to tell you the truth, I had been preparing...
So they're still running this thing, huh?
We'll follow March's plan.
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character...
Should we ever cross paths again?
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours you've got...
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable enemy.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join...
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have ambition, dreams, and...
Oh, wow! They've really outdone themselves!
Behold! Here come 4 friends with spirits high and full of zeal. Yes, you!
Excuse me, you 4? What are you...
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you?
Would you be open to a brief
Your journey is long.
The sword and rose!
A knight's head is hardest.
People are pouring in.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10... Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soulglad's factory. Dean Lee.
Hello, everybody.
Don't you guys can't hide it? Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
So it's a bunch of nameless... Grab a bottle of...
This place is buzzing.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, bud.
Extras, get in position.